So imagine a client is in like serious shoulder pain. They ask ChatGPT for a local massage therapist, and the AI immediately recommends the clinic down the street from you, not because they're actually better, but because the algorithm simply couldn't read your outdated Google business profile.
Yeah, that happens all the time now.
Right. Well, welcome to today's deep dive. We are looking at materials from a Kirah workshop, specifically session 6, which analyzes their free AI health check. And our mission today is to help you see your solo wellness business through a digital mirror.
A digital mirror, right, meaning understanding exactly what an algorithm sees when it, scans your online presence. Because, we all know the search landscape has completely shifted.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Clients aren't patiently scrolling through 10 pages of local listings anymore.
No, definitely not. They're just reading the AI summaries at the very top of the page. But what people kind of misunderstand is how ruthlessly these large language models actually filter that information. They do not browse a website the way a human does.
That makes total sense. I mean, they are basically scraping for structured data, right?
Exactly. So if your service menu is, say, buried in an aesthetically pleasing PDF or maybe an image file on your site, the AI literally cannot see it.
Wow. So it's entirely blind to it.
Totally blind. And since these AI systems pull heavily from your Google business profile to generate real-time answers, a missing formatting tag it can lead to an AI confidently hallucinating that you're closed on Tuesdays.
That is wild. I guess you can think of the AI like a highly impatient receptionist. Like if it has to hunt around to figure out your pricing or gets if you actually offer deep tissue work, it just hangs up and moves to the next business on the list.
That is a perfect analogy. And to diagnose where those digital blind spots are, the Kirah workshop materials point to a diagnostic tool they built. You can find it at kirah.ai audit.
And the premise is zero friction, right?
Right, yeah. You literally just type in a business name like Serenity Touch Massage, or you can drop in a Google Maps link and it audits the profile immediately.
I actually ran this myself before we started, and it really is instantaneous. It took under 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's fast.
It checks for the basics. Are the hours verified or photos and reviews active? Is there a direct path to book? But I'm curious about the nuance here. If I just list sports massage on my profile, is the AI smart enough to deduce that I can handle a user's query for trigger point therapy? Or does it need exact keyword matches?
Well, it increasingly relies on explicit clarity. If your data isn't mapped directly to the specific services a user is asking the AI about, you really risk being filtered out.
So the audit checks to see if those exact connections are obvious to a machine.
Exactly.
See, here's my hesitation with diagnostics like this. If a solo esthetician or, say, a massage therapist runs this audit and gets a terrible score, isn't that just a massive discouraging blow?
You would think so.
Right, because they are already doing all the laundry, the bookkeeping, and the actual physical labor. Now they feel like they're failing at the algorithm too.
But it's actually the exact opposite. Getting a low score is honestly a relief.
Wait, really? A relief?
Yeah, because it proves you haven't been failing at marketing. You just had a couple of structural gaps while you were busy treating actual human beings. The score isn't a judgment of the business itself.
Oh, I see. So it's basically just a mechanical punch list.
A highly specific one, yeah. The tool compares your profile to nearby competitors, and it shows you the exact side-by-side gap the algorithm sees.
Okay, that is super helpful.
Right, and the workshop notes that patching these gaps usually just takes one or two manual tweaks to become the obvious choice. Or, practitioners can use AI native systems to keep everything synced automatically.
But if the AI is already grading these profiles so ruthlessly, it feels like this discoverability shift is going to become the new absolute baseline for survival. Almost like how online booking did 5 years ago.
That is the core takeaway from the source material, honestly. We are moving toward a reality where AI systems won't just summarize search results.
They'll execute tasks.
Exactly. They will handle the interaction and book the appointments directly for the user. So if your digital mirror is shattered, the AI literally cannot book you.
And the Kirah system is designed specifically around solo spas and wellness practitioners navigating this transition. As a subject of analysis, it's just fascinating to see how they've structured this.
It really highlights how crucial it is to translate your real-world excellence into a format a machine can instantly parse.
Absolutely. And you can test the audit tool yourself at kirah.ai audit. Also, the workshop notes point out that despite being an AI system, there's a real human behind it, reachable at admin@kirah.ai.
Which is pretty reassuring, yeah.
Definitely. But it does leave us with a massive question to chew on as this technology evolves. If an AI soon takes over not just discovering your wellness business, but completely handling the client interaction and booking the appointment, how will that digital barrier change the fundamental human connection that these hands-on practices are built upon?